Okay, so a little bit about me. My name is Princess, and this is actually my first video. Um, I have been crafting for about 6 years now. It started out as a hobby, um, just to keep me from going crazy, as I was a first-time stay-at-home mom and needed something to do with my time. So I received a silhouette as a gift, and my first project was wine glasses. And then I just kept going from there. Around here recently, I've gotten into t-shirts and canvas art and wall art, and I'm just looking to do and try every project that I possibly can, because this machine gives you unlimited options and I love it to death. Here for Mother's Day, my cousin got her first silhouette. She got the 4 Plus, and I am so super excited for her, and I'm even more so excited for me because now I have someone to craft talk with. So now we are crafting cousins. Because this is her first machine, she has a lot of questions, as we all do, and a lot of videos don't give you a clear 101 as to how to complete a project. So she's been asking me, different things, and she asked me if I wouldn't mind making her a video to show her how to do different things. So this is my first video for my cousin, and I decided to go ahead and share it because I don't know who else it might help as well. So my cousin has a godson whose birthday is coming up, and she found a t-shirt that she liked online. And this is it. It is the dad of the birthday boy, with Elmo in the middle. So she reached out to me and asked me how she would go about making that. And there are a couple different ways to go about doing it. Either you can take this image, copy it, print and cut it. You can just take the Elmo, copy, print, and cut, and then do the letters yourself. Me, preferably, I like to just take the image that I can't create, which in this case would be the Elmo. And I would go and find this Elmo face on Google. I would copy it and then send it to my silhouette for print and cut. I'm not going to do the video on that method today. I'm going to do the easier method. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this whole dad, we're going to copy it, and we're going to take it into the silhouette program, which I have already done. So I copied it. I didn't copy that particular image. Here's the image that I copied. So I did mom and dad, and we're going to take them over here. Now, when you're going to do a print and cut, there are a few things that you want to do. You want to make sure that your registration marks are on. So I'm going to go to View and scroll down to Registration Marks and click that. You're going to get the Registration Marks menu over to your right hand side, and you want to hit On. Make sure they're on. Now, when you do that, you definitely want to go back to Panels and Page Setup. And you want to make sure that it's set for the size of paper that you're going to print this image out on. Most of the time, the paper that you're going to be able to print on is going to be in an 8.5 by 11 form. So I have already set this up for 8.5 by 11. This menu tells a couple different things. It tells you what my machine is. I'm using the Cameo 2. The cutting mat that I actually have two different ones, but it's set for my 12 by 12 cutting mat. I also have a 12 by 24 that I love. This is the width of the paper. Here, the 8.5. The height of the paper is 11. I don't want any transparency. The orientation of the paper is upright instead of lengthwise. Here it says show print border. We definitely want to do that, and what that does is it helps you make sure that your image is not outside of this area, because it's only going to print what's inside. So if you had your image over here, it would cut off your image during printing, and you don't want to do that. When we turned on the registration marks, you notice that this appeared here, here, and here. You definitely want to make sure that the image that you are going to be working with is not inside of that, inside of this area, because if it is, then it can mess up your cut. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over, it looks like a little butterfly. My cousin said it looked like bread. To me it looks like a butterfly, but I'm a butterfly fanatic. This is our trace panel, and we're going to open the trace panel. You then want to select your trace area. So I'm going to come over, left click, and hold down. Actually, I'm going to trace it all at once. Let's do that. Let's open that up so that it gets all of that and does not cut off Elmo's eyes. Oh, I moved Elmo instead. That's not what I was trying to move. I need to move my area. So we have everything inside of the trace area. Then what I want to do is I'm going to move my threshold up. What threshold does is it fills in the area that you're tracing. And you'll probably see the lines over here getting thicker and thicker. I like to fill it in as much as possible before it starts to fill in outside objects. I think 93 is good. It looks pretty filled in. So what we're going to do is we're going to trace the outer edge. You probably can't see it, but there is a red line all around the outer edge of my image. I'll just move it down some. That red line is your cut line. So that's what your machine is going to cut when you put it into the Cameo. But first things first, we're going to have to send this image over to the printer. So it will print this exactly like you see it. Once you get your paper, well, actually here's your little printer image. So you'll go there and you'll hit print. And it shows you the image that it's going to print. It even shows you your registration marks. It will not show you the cut lines that are going to be printed, because the cut lines will be invisible during printing. That is just for your silhouette. So once you have printed this on your printer, you're going to take that sheet of paper and place it onto your silhouette cut mat. And this is actually a picture of what your silhouette cut mat looks like. The 12 by 12 mat will mirror this image here. So I would say place it as close to the corner, the left-hand corner of that cut mat as possible. Once you load your cut mat into the silhouette, your machine is going to read these lines. And those are your registration lines once again. What it's going to find out from reading those lines is how to cut this image out for you, so that when you are going to press it onto your t-shirt, that you only have the M, the Elmo face, the M, the D, the Elmo face, and the D, and you don't have any excess. So that is it for print and cut. I hope this video was helpful to both my cousin and yourselves, and I look forward